Hey everyone, this is Nicole Spires, Director of Communications here at New Earth, and I'm so glad that you could join us for the Healthy Hustle today. We're going to talk about stress and how it could be the root of your gut problems. We've all heard about fight or flight, right? But what most of us likely haven't heard about is how this flight or fight response is triggered by stress and how this whole process impacts your well-being. We have Amy Chadwick RN to explain.
If you're talking overall health, like I said, again, the whole stress component is so big in regards to health, and people don't realize digestive health. When you are stressed, there's this thing called a vagus nerve, and it runs from here all the way down, and you can't see me, to your GI tract. Well, there's a thing called fight or flight. So it's called your sympathetic nervous system. And when you're stressed, so in the old days, that would mean like running from a saber-toothed tiger, or your husband's chasing you, or you're chasing your husband, or something to that extent. So, I mean, it'd be a significant stressful event, whether it's a run, freeze, or fight. What happens, your blood is shunted to other parts of your body. So it's going to go to things that are going to help you run or fight. And so then what happens with your gut, it slows the motility down. When that happens, so your gut bacteria in your bottom GI tract, your colon, are supposed to remain down there. They're not supposed to come up into the little small intestine. And when you're in major stressful situations, what can happen is all that motility slows down, so it can decrease, or it increases the migration of those bad, well, they're good bacteria in your colon, not so good in your lower intestine or small intestine. And then it increases, what happens then is it can cause more gas, bloating, things that shouldn't be there, because that's not the normal state of things. The problem nowadays is our bodies think we're running or fighting when we're sitting at our desk, because you're creating that stressful state all the time. When all of those bacteria are melding together, you cause more inflammation. So you tap into meditation, you tap into your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest. That's your sleep. What it does is reset everything. So it allows that digestion to happen appropriately. And so that's why it's so important to address stress in your life, because it does affect gut motility and also keeping the bacteria where they should be versus having them migrate up into the small intestine, and that's not good. So yeah, stress management, very, very important. It's not addressed enough, I don't think, or we talk about it, and that's another one of those I need to sit down with myself and be real conversations. And then really trying to tap into the parasympathetic nervous system, where you actually have good gut motility, because the blood is getting back there when you're resting. And peristalsis, which means it's pushing everything out that it needs to push out. So when you have high stress, you can either find yourself constipated because it's not pushing, or you can find yourself going the other way. And that is because everything is trying to push it out, so that your body doesn't have to actually work on the intestine when it's trying to run away. So that's why stress and addressing that is super important in your overall health.
Who would have thought that your stress response, fight or flight response, could have such a profound impact on your digestive health and overall health? Lucky for us, there are several avenues to deal with the stressors that add up in our lives, like exercise, meditation, a therapeutic bath, and more. It's just a matter of taking time to de-stress. And that's a big part of what we call living the New Earth life. If you're interested in learning more about how to support your gut and overall health, join us on our next 30-day gut reboot. I've included a link to the support group in the description. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope that you're able to take away something from this brief presentation by Amy Chadwick, and we'll catch up with you guys on the next Healthy Hustle.